All right. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today? My name is Terry Thompson, if you didn't already know, and I am here to talk to you about how to get more followers on social media. Great topic. Absolutely great topic. Okay. Um, Everybody wants to get more followers on social media. Okay. Everybody does. If you're out there on social media and you're trying to build a brand or you're trying to build a business or you're trying to build something of any type of value, you definitely want to make sure that you are getting more followers and increasing the things that you are doing out there on social media. Okay. Hey, USA Blogger 2019, thank you for joining me. And you're awesome. I just want to let you know that you are absolutely amazing. I enjoy watching your live streams. So today I'm talking about a really good topic. I'm talking about how to get more followers on social media. I've got some really great strategies for everybody here today. And I think that, well, actually, I don't think, I know. I strongly believe that if you follow these strategies that I'm going to go over with you today, you will get more followers on social media. You will get more engagement on social media. You will increase your influence and your impact on social media. Okay, so a little bit about myself before I get started. My name is Terry Thompson. I am a motivational speaker. I am a published author. I have 5 books that are out there published on Amazon. I also have an audio book that's out there on not only on Amazon iTunes, but it's also out on what's that other audio thing? There's another, Amazon has it. So anyway, I got an audio book out there on Amazon and iTunes. Having a brain cramp here on what it's called. I also have everything out on my website as well too. It's terrythompson.me. Okay, so if you go to my website, terrythompson.me, you will find all of my books. You will find my motivational content. You'll find my audio book, which I'm giving away absolutely for free. Okay, and Audible, that's what it was. Audible. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. So Audible is the other audio book platform. So iTunes and Audible is where my audio book is as well too. Okay, so today I'm talking about social media and how to increase your social media. Okay, now I have 2 strategies that I'm going to talk to you today about. One is organic reach and one is paid reach. Okay, so you can reach more followers and get more followers through organic traffic, and you can also get more followers on social media through paid traffic. And I'm going to talk about both of those strategies today and show you how you can use both to increase your followers on social media. All right, but first, before we dive into that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, make sure you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment within the video here. Let me know what you think. I would definitely love to hear from you and want to hear what your thoughts are. Okay, but what platforms do I recommend? Okay, now there's lots of platforms that are out there. Believe it or not, there are a lot of platforms that are out there. Okay, but I really only recommend a few. If you want to gain any type of influence and impact within your life, within your business, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Now, here they are. They're Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Those are it. Those are the big networks. Now, there are lots of other platforms that are out there in which you can gain traffic and gain, interest in this, that, and the other. I've participated in a few. Kind of another strange one that I did was a site called YouNow. That's where you do some live streaming. I've gotten onto Periscope, which is on Twitter. So, there's lots of other platforms that are out there, but I recommend Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Those are my big ones. Okay, so how do you gain followers organically? Okay, that is a huge question right there. A lot of people are out there struggling on social media, trying to build a business, trying to gain followers organically. It's tough. Okay, now, I'm still trying to build my social media. Every single day, it is a continuous effort to build social media. Okay. So I don't have a large following. I really kind of have a small following out there within my social media, but I've worked really hard at trying to build, the engagement and the followers that I do have. Okay, so on Facebook, I got roughly around 7,000 followers on Facebook. Not large by no means, okay, but Facebook isn't really my primary platform that I focus on, although I do have that many people I can reach when I post. Okay, so Twitter, I probably got about 1,600, I think, followers. I haven't really focused on Twitter, but once again, it's a platform. It's where you can reach people. And where there's eyeballs, there's visibility, and you can potentially reach somebody on that particular platform. Okay. Hey, Emily, how's everything going today? Hope you're doing well. All right, so Instagram. So I focus a lot on Instagram. That's where I do post quite a bit, is on Instagram. And I got about 8,000 something followers on Instagram. So once again, I've focused a lot on Instagram because that's where I post the most at. Pinterest is kind of a tricky thing. So Pinterest, there's a lot of different ways in which you can gain interest and visibility on Pinterest. Okay, but there's really only about 2 or 3 things that I really use Pinterest for. Pinterest is one of those things that I don't spend a lot of time on. Okay, but I know that if you want to gain visibility within like recipes or jewelry or clothes or anything, or even books for that matter, you can gain visibility on Pinterest. Okay, now YouTube. Here I am on YouTube, talking to you on YouTube. I'm just now starting to focus on my YouTube channel. Okay, it's something that I neglected for years, and I'm just now starting to see the potential of going live on YouTube. And I have a few people to thank for that. First and foremost, I want to thank USA Blogger 2019 for providing me that purpose, motivation, and direction to go live on YouTube. I also want to thank Gordy Bobs. I want to thank Emily. I want to thank 101 Food Travel, Dada's Food Kitchen. There's a few more that I could go on and I could mention that have motivated and inspired me to do more live content on YouTube. And I'm starting to understand the power behind using this platform. Okay, and it's hard. It's really hard to be able to gain visibility on this particular platform, especially with the whole change in, the algorithm and this, that, and the other. And so I think now you have to get, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to be monetized on YouTube. Okay, so that there's a challenge in that, but it's hard work. Just like any other platform that's out there, okay, it's hard work to be consistent, persistent, put out great quality content to a market or to an audience that wants to consume your content. So within this video, and then finally there's LinkedIn. Okay, now LinkedIn is really a business profile, okay, in which you can reach people, in a business sense, in a professional sense. And I've done that. I've shared content on LinkedIn that is really more professional, geared more towards my books and more towards professional business building type stuff. So don't forget LinkedIn. All right, so how do you gain more followers organically? That's a huge question that I get asked, is how do you grow or how do you get more followers on social media organically? Well, let's dive right on in. Okay. Number 1, be consistent in posting to each platform while focusing on quality. Okay. Focus on quality. Be consistent. Be persistent. Okay. Other things that you can do on top of that is to be funny, be educational, offer giveaways, cross-promote other people's stuff, join groups or communities, and make a name for yourself out there publicly. Okay, so let me kind of peel the onion back just a little bit on some of these right here. Focusing on quality over quantity. Okay, believe me, there is a lot of crap that's out there on social media. There's also a lot of really great content that's out there on social media as well too. Okay, the idea is to be your own filter. Filter what you think is good and consume and engage within that, and then filter out the stuff that doesn't necessarily fit with your goals or your values. Okay, so quality over quantity. Now I'm going to contradict myself here in a little bit, but before I get to that, I'm going to continue on here. So quality over quantity, but I am going to contradict myself here shortly. Okay, the next thing you can do is be funny. All right, be funny. Everybody likes, comedy. So on social media, there's really a few things that really sells. There's a few things that really gathers people's attention. And being funny, comedy is one of them. Okay. If you're just now joining, I know I'm watching the chat and everything. Thank you for joining me here today. And, please hit that thumbs up and share to the community. I know you guys are working really hard, and I greatly appreciate that. I really greatly appreciate your support. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and watching me talk here today about how to get followers on social media. All right, so on social media, there's really just a few things that are very successful. Comedy is one of them, okay? Entertainment. People really go to social media, or they go to online stuff for a few things: entertainment, to go buy something or purchase something, or to get information. And that's where people are really on the internet to really do. Now, there's a couple other ones, but I'm not gonna mention that within this video. You probably know where I'm at, but I'm not here about that. There's other negative things that people go to the internet for, and I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, so be funny. Be educational. All right. Offer giveaways. That's a great way in order to gain visibility, is to offer giveaways. So on my website, I had a giveaway that it's already done, but I had a giveaway here recently that I conducted in which I gave away a Kindle. Okay. I gave the winner the Kindle. I did the contest for about 45 days, and all I asked for was engagement. Use the hashtag #MentorMeTerry. And believe it or not, I got more engagement and more return on that investment on that giveaway than I did on other like paid advertisements. By me running my own contest, okay, and I know that's a big gray area. I know there's a huge gray area in running contests and everything. And, there's websites that really do not advocate that, especially to grow your social media, which I don't understand. I mean, you're really getting engagement on your platform, so I don't understand why that's not supported. But I don't own YouTube or any of these other platforms that are creating those rules and those regulations. However, it is a great way in which to gain visibility back to your website or back to your blog by running some type of a contest or giveaway on social media. But once again, you kind of got to be careful with that, because so I ran that contest. And believe it or not, somebody actually reported me on Instagram, and I had my post removed, which I thought was it was silly and very childish, but whatever, it is what it is. Competitors will compete, and they will go out there and try to do negative things in order to destroy you, your name, your efforts, and so on and so forth. So that's why you always want to make sure that you're leaving a good trail everywhere that you go, and don't make any enemies out there on social media. Okay, but I actually did. I got a lot more return on my investment by running my own giveaway than I did for paid advertising on other platforms. Now, here's a great thing that you can do in order to get more followers on social media, and that is to cross-promote other people's stuff and make sure that you tag them whenever you do. Believe me, I won a couple of books here in some contests on somebody else's social media. Jim Quick, if you're not familiar with who Jim Quick is, okay, I actually won a contest on his page in which he sent me a free book. Now, what he did is that he actually got me some visibility on his social media, tagged me in it, and of course I was like, wow, he tagged me, shared me on his platform, and of course that got me some visibility on his platform. So here's what I did for him. I went in return and I shared his posts on my social media, and that got more visibility back to him, his contest, his efforts. Now that's how you engage with an influencer right there. You engage with that influencer, share their content, and they're more likely to engage back with you and to share you on their social media. Now, of course, there's other ways to engage with influencers, like paid advertising. I haven't tried that yet, or I haven't done that, but I've gotten really good results by engaging with influencers, okay? I won a few other contests on some influencer pages as well, too, and that's a great way in which to gain visibility, is to interact with influencers, okay? More on that later. Another thing that you can do is you can join groups or communities and make a name for yourself. So I'll share a quick example here. I joined a community here recently, and it has tremendously increased my social media presence, especially here on YouTube. So I just joined in with the Gordy Bob's crew, and interacting with the Gordy Bob's crew and the things that they are doing has brought tremendous value to me and has brought tremendous visibility to me. But the thing is that you can't just go into these groups or communities and just go in there and try to get your cake and eat it. You have to engage, you have to interact, you have to show respect, you have to show support, okay? You have to give before you can get. And that's one very important thing that a lot of people tend to forget about is that, you know, because so many people are really more about take, and take, that they forget to give, okay? When you give, trust me, it'll come back to you 1,000 times. It'll come back to you. Okay, you have to be able to give. All right, so moving right along, here's some strategies that have worked for me, and I hope that they will work for you. The number one thing that you need to do is make sure that you have your profile set up correctly with an image, text, and links to other locations. All right, so let me peel that back just a little bit. Have you ever seen a social media profile that does not have a picture? Have you ever seen a Twitter page that had just the egg? Have you ever seen any type of social media profile out there that didn't have a picture, or it just had some random picture? Didn't even have a great picture of the person's face. Or they have like a picture of like 4 or 5 people and you really don't know which person is that person. Okay? It confuses your audience when they can't clearly identify who you are. Okay? Now, that's your image, your text. Here's what I highly recommend in the form of text. Make sure that you lead with the bottom line up front. What it is that you do, who you are, and what you have to offer. Okay, when you do that, that really sets the stage for who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer, and it doesn't confuse anybody. Okay? And then, more importantly, make sure you got some links in there to other places that you are. That is huge real estate right there. Now, another thing here lately that I've noticed that a lot of the social media pages are doing is they are allowing you to put hashtags. That is absolutely amazing. Don't forget to use those hashtags. I've seen a lot of social media profiles that are out there that do not take advantage of the hashtags that you want to gain visibility in. You have to be able to get visibility in as many locations as you can. Okay, I use hashtags within my profile. That helps me gain visibility. All right, so you don't want to confuse your audience. All right, so first thing is an image or a video. Second is a headline. First line, and hold on, let me kind of back that up again. So whenever you're posting on social media, all right, the first thing you want to focus on is that your image or your video is of high quality content. Okay, high quality content. Now you can get images pretty much anywhere. If you don't have your own images, go out there on the internet and there's lots of free websites in which you can get images. I think pexels.com is a great site that has a lot of really good images, and you can get some quality images in order to post over top of those some text or some quotes, or even have that as inspiration for content that you are sharing on your social media. Okay. Now, second, after you have your image or your video straight, you want to focus on the headline or the first line within the post. Headline is important, very important. That is prime real estate that's going to get somebody to either click on your post or read your post or engage with your post. You have to have a very strong headline. Now, outside of the headline is the first line within your text. Okay, the first line in your text is very important real estate. You want to make sure that that first line of your text grabs a potential reader or follower's attention. Now, you don't really have to go all shock and awe or anything like that, but you have to make sure that you grab their attention in that very first line. Don't start randomly just rambling on in that first line. Grab their attention in that first line. Okay, and then the remaining content can be the value that is added or embellished within that first line. And then last but not least, hashtags. Make sure that you're using relevant hashtags. You can use trending hashtags, or you can create your own hashtags. Okay. Now, trending hashtags is a great way to gain visibility because those topics are trending. Okay. Those topics are trending, and you want to make sure that you jump in on that and gain visibility on those trending topics by offering your value, your input, your feedback. Don't just go on a trending topic and post an emoji. That doesn't make you look smart or intelligent or a brand or anything at all, posting an emoji. And I get that all the time on my Instagram. Somebody comes over, they post an emoji on my Instagram. That does nothing for me. That I don't want to engage with that or nothing. Or they come to my Instagram or whatever and they leave like some random bit of text that makes absolutely no sense to the image. I post a video and you come and say that's a great picture. I'm sorry, but you have no business being on my timeline if that's the case. Okay, so make sure that you're leaving valuable and relevant feedback on social media. Okay, and then once again, hashtags. So here's another great thing that I did with hashtags. I went on some influencers' pages and I left a hashtag within the post that I posted. That helped that hashtag gain or that post gain visibility as well too, because not every time does somebody use hashtags within their post. And if they don't, help them out by posting hashtags within their content. That'll help them get seen. That'll help you get seen. Okay. All right. So don't confuse your target audience, but you also want to have some diversity within your content. All right. So what do I mean by that right there? What I mean is that you want to stay consistent within the content that you're posting. Okay. But you just don't want to be all over the place, trying. It's like throwing darts at a dartboard and seeing what sticks, or throwing spaghetti on a wall and seeing what sticks. You kind of want to have a theme or a brand or something, consistent content. But once again, you also don't want to cut yourself short, all right, by not having diverse content, by reaching outside just a little bit, okay, to reach an audience in other opportunities as well too. Okay. All right. So my next bit of advice is micro content and macro content. All right. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this right here, and it's a great concept. He talks about micro content versus macro content. Now, let me peel that back just a little bit. All right. If you have a blog or you have a book or you have videos, you should turn that is what's called macro content. You should take that macro content and post micro content across social media. So that way that serves as like arms and legs to get people back to your website, back to your book, back to your other social media, okay, by posting micro content in other locations, okay? Hey, Liza, how's everything going? Thank you for joining me here today. All right, so micro content. Here's something for you. If you do have a blog or a book or videos or other bigger content that's out there, you want to make sure that you're posting at least 10 to 15 times a day in other places. That's micro content. Okay, that's that micro content that's serving as that arms and legs to get back to certain other locations, whether it be back to your YouTube channel, whether it be back to another social media, back to your website, blog, or back to a landing page or a sales offer or whatever. You want to make sure that you're sharing micro content across all platforms that leads back to that bigger content, that macro content. Okay, so the one thing that you want to make sure that you're doing when you're out there on social media is you want to make sure, and you hear this all the time, I hear it all the time, and it does kind of get old, but you know what? It's the truth. You want to make sure that you're being authentic. You want to make sure that you're sharing a little bit of yourself. So if you have quirks or you have, like little things that are isms, so to speak, that are you, don't be afraid to share that. Don't be afraid to open up to your audience and be authentic with that. Share your journey. Okay. A lot of people will join you on your journey. Now, when you're out there on social media, one of the biggest things that I've seen that has gone viral is these challenges. Now, don't get me wrong. There's lots of negative challenges as well, too. Okay. There's enough of those out there, but there's also some positive challenges that help people in a journey. Okay. that help people in a journey, primarily, losing weight or fitness or, I don't know, dieting or recipes or whatever the case may be. Share a journey on social media and have people join your journey, because when you share content that other people can connect to or connect with or relate to, it influences them. It tremendously has a positive influence and impact on those people to where they will join you in your journey. All right. And when they join you in your journey and they are successful along with you, you've just had a positive impact on somebody else's life. And you just served as a mentor or as a leader in their life. Okay. I've done that many times. I've led lots of people to success. All right. If you don't know anything about me, I'm a leadership expert as well, too. I've led thousands of people to personal and professional success over the course of 24 years. And I'm telling you, the best thing that I have ever seen was one of my junior leaders succeed. And they followed the advice that I've given them. When that happens, there's no greater joy than that right there. Okay, so you want to make sure that you share your journey so that others can watch and learn and grow and achieve their own level of success in their journey. Okay, so another great tip: make sure that you put a follow button everywhere. Have it on your blog, your other social media sites, have it on your videos, everywhere. Put a follow button or a subscribe button or a tweet button. Make sure that you put those things everywhere that you possibly can, so that way people can engage, people can share, people can do those things, and it will help bring visibility back to you. If you don't have that, you're really losing prime real estate for somebody else to help you gain visibility. So you want to make sure that you are putting follow buttons everywhere, subscribe buttons everywhere. All right, so here's another great tip right here in which you can gain more followers on social media, and that is to follow influencers, share their content, tag them, and engage with them. All right, a great way to gain visibility is to post valuable feedback on pages with a lot of followers. Remember, no spam, just value only. All right, so let me peel that one back. I already touched on this one just a little bit ago, but I'm going to enhance on this one. All right, so here's the thing. You got all these influencers that are out there with millions of followers. Why would you not want to gain visibility on their profiles by posting on their profile? Okay? Yes, I post on James Charles's page. Yes, I post on freaking Snoop Dogg's page. Okay, I post on, oh my goodness, I could go on down the line. Michael Hyatt, John Maxwell, influencers, people that I'm interested in, and other people that I might not necessarily be so much interested in. But you know what? You can't really help it when somebody has, 15 million followers or whatever. I'm going to post on that page. I'm not going to spam the page, but I'm going to engage with that page. I'm going to post valuable content and feedback on that page. Okay. And I tell you what, there's no greater feeling in the world when you post on somebody's page that's an influencer and they interact and engage back with you. I've had that happen. I have engaged with influencers out there and gotten engagement back from that influencer. Now, whether or not it was the actual influencer or someone that manages their page, I'll never know that. But you know what? I was excited about it because I engaged with a page that had millions of followers and got engagement back and mentioned back. Here's what that does for you. Okay, because a lot of people, they see, influencer so-and-so engaged with you. Who's this person? And they're going to go check out your profile. They're going to go see what you're all about because somebody of influence engaged with you. That's why it's important to engage positively with influencers other than just going out there and spamming up their page with junk, because it can lead to visibility back to you. So you always want to make sure that you're leaving a good trail everywhere that you go. Leave a positive trail everywhere that you go, because remember, you are always on display. You're always on display. And everywhere that you go, there you are. Okay? And people will be quick to judge if you're leaving spam, if you're leaving, whatever it is. Hey, how's it going? Janelle's Kitchen, thank you for joining me. Let me take just a short pause there and make you a moderator there. Let me do some house cleaning here for just a second. All right. So once again, back to what I was talking about influencers. Yes, I do engage with big time pages. Okay. I do engage with them. All right. Because I want to be seen on their page. Now I got something later on that's going to absolutely blow your mind. So I really hope that you stay to the end on this one, because I have something later on that is going to blow your mind, and something that I guarantee you that not everybody is doing. Dominic, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining me. That's my brother right there. Dominic, how's everything going? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining me. So I'm talking about how to get more followers on social media, and sharing some tips, tools, techniques, and strategies here. All right. So yeah, stay blessed, man. Stay blessed. All right. So here's another thing that you can do. Analyze what others are doing and emulate success. Tony Robbins had a great quote. Okay, and he basically said success leaves clues. And if you follow and closely emulate what other people are doing that is successful, okay, you will have a degree of success yourself. Okay, because remember, success leaves clues. If something is successful, go get your piece of the pie of that. Okay, I don't have to make millions, but you know what? I could earn 6 figures. I can make 100,000. I don't have to go make billions, but I can make millions. Once again, you got to get your piece of the pie, okay? Because it's out there. All right, so analyze what others are doing and emulate success. All right, so one way that you can do that is to share images, share quotes. Once again, share stuff that other people have shared and make sure you tag them in that. All right, so here's another tip right here. Ask if you can be a guest poster or blog poster or poster on social media or speaker, or even get interviewed on pages that you're interested in that offer that. Okay. Yes, I've been interviewed on other pages. I've been on other pages. Okay. I have been a guest post on other people's blog posts because I went and I asked to do that. Okay. And then I was a guest. Here's another good one. So if you've watched, what is that? TubeBuddy. I think TubeBuddy is the one that, there's other pages that goes out there and do that, but they have guest speakers. If you go out there and you ask to be a guest speaker, of course, there's going to be a filter on that. Okay, there's going to be a filter. You're going to have to go through a process to make sure that you're just not going to go in there and mess somebody's channel up or their stuff. But you can be a guest speaker out there. I've been on radio shows. I've been on TV shows. I have spoken in front of thousands of people, okay, because I asked. All right. Jacqueline Soriano TV, how's everything going today? Thank you for joining me. All right, back to what I was talking about here. Guest speaker, get interviewed, be on radio. Once again, don't hesitate or be afraid to ask. Okay, whenever you see somebody going live out on Instagram, for example, ask to go live with them. Okay, there's nothing wrong in doing that. When somebody is out on, Facebook or even Twitter, okay, I don't know if you can really kind of take over their page, but I know that on Instagram, you can go live with somebody on Instagram. I know that if you did an interview through Zoom, you can do that out on Facebook. Okay, but once again, the point is ask. All right, so if you have an email list, remind the people that's on your email list by putting your links at the bottom of every message. That's another great way in which you can gain visibility back to your social medias through your email list. Okay, have you ever heard that the power is in the list? I strongly believe that. I absolutely strongly believe that. The power is in the list. When you build your social media, or not your social media list, but your email list, okay, you own that. That's yours. That's valuable territory in which you can have massive influence and impact over others. Okay, as long as you're not spamming them and, constantly shoving on buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that down their throats, in which I don't do that. So in my newsletter list, I don't ask for anything. I'm not trying to get people to buy stuff. I give all of my content away for free. because I've got other things that are coming later on down the line, here within the next few months that I am going to ask for because I have paid content that is coming. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have paid content that's out there, but I'm not asking for that. Okay. When I'm posting to my newsletter, I'm always offering and providing value. And then I make a suggestion or a recommendation somewhere within that post. Hey, if you want more or you want to engage with me in a different way, come and follow me on Facebook. Come and follow me on YouTube. Come and follow me on Twitter. That is a great way in which to increase your social media through your email list. So if you already have traffic on your website, you already have traffic with your email list, with your newsletter, don't hesitate to kind of, I guess, not really cross-promote, but kind of cross-integrate those people from that platform over to another platform. Remember, here's what I strongly believe. Your website is your house. Your newsletter is your house. Social media is your arms and your legs in order to reach people, because that's where everybody is on social media. Not everybody is on your website. Not everybody is on your newsletter, but you want to make sure that you get that traffic back to that by using your arms and legs, which is social media. Does that make sense? Okay, that's how I use social media to gain traffic back to my website, back to my newsletter, back to my list, back to my books, as I use my arms and legs, which is social media. Okay, engagement. Here's the next tip. Engagement is an absolute must. If you want to get more followers on social media, you must engage. You must go out there and engage. So I've already shared a couple of tips and techniques, sharing and posting on influencers. But what I'm about ready to tell you is going to blow your mind on engagement. Here's one step extra that I take within my social media. Now, I'm primarily talking about Instagram here. On my Instagram, if you follow me and you leave me a direct message, I'm talking about a good direct message, not just, yo, or something crazy or whatever the case may be. I actually have people that engages with me on Instagram in a meaningful way. I will always send back a voice message in direct message on Instagram. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever had anybody do that to you? To me, when that first happened to me, I was like, this is mind-blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I was like, this person took time out of their day to actually record and send me a message through DM on Instagram. That blew my mind. I was like, wow, this person right here really cares for their followers. This person right here really is taking that extra step in order to engage with their audience. Don't forget to leave a voice message on Instagram. That was a great way of engagement. So let me just take a short pause here to introduce some people here that just stepped into the room here. So Scully's House of Thrillers. Hey, man, how's everything going? Hey, we got to set up an interview, man. We really do. I want to get your books out into the open, and I have a website that is absolutely perfect for that. I know that you had an opportunity to check it out and everything. I know you're busy, and I respect that time. I really do, man. I respect your time, but you know what? I really want to get you, and I want to get your books out there. I actually have about 4 websites that I can get your books on, and I want to help you out. Okay, I'm not going to charge you anything. It's all free, man. I want to help you out. I want to get you and your books out there to the world, man. And I have 4 websites in which I can do that on. Okay, I have 3 of them that are mine, and I got one that I'm a partner with that I really think that'll tremendously help you and get your books out there. I thoroughly enjoy and I like what it is that you're doing, and that's how I want to help you. So we definitely need to connect, man. All right, 101 Food Travel, welcome. Thank you for joining, and thank you for watching and taking time out of your day and everything. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please do, man. Please take a good look at that. I think I did send out an email to you as well too, but make sure you take a look at that. Get back with me once again on your time when you're ready. I'm not trying to rush you or anything like that. I want to make sure that you are ready to move forward with a couple of things, because I can help you. Okay, and I want to. All right, so moving right along, engagement. Engagement is an absolute must You must engage with other websites. Like I said, one great way that I do that is I leave a voice message in their DM on Instagram. All right, so hashtags. Here's a really good one right here. Hashtags. Make sure that you're using hashtags. Now, one great way in which you can get more followers on social media or you can gain more visibility is through the use of hashtags. Okay, on Facebook, you can use 30 hashtags. On Instagram, you can use 30 hashtags. On Twitter, you can use hashtags if there's enough space. I really wish Twitter would give us more opportunity to post on their platform, but I get it. It's a microblogging site. You got to fit all that stuff within 240 characters. But don't hesitate to use trending or popular hashtags out there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Even YouTube. Even YouTube is now having hashtags. Okay, so make sure you're using hashtags in your YouTube videos as well, too. So that way you can gain visibility within each one of those hashtags that people are looking for content on. All right, hashtags. You have to use hashtags. Okay. Don't forget to create, or don't hesitate to even create your own hashtag. Okay, another great thing that I do is I've created my own hashtag. Okay, I have a hashtag #MentorMeTerry. That's a hashtag that I use across my social media. That helps me keep track of, things that, when I'm doing things with that particular hashtag, that helps me keep track of the engagement within that hashtag right there. And when people engage with that hashtag, I can engage back with them. So create your own hashtag so that way people can engage with you. Okay. Be unique within your hashtag, but don't have such a super long hashtag, that's just really far out there. Have something that's short, sweet, simple, to the point, will get you visibility and something you can engage with. All right. So for me, it was #MentorMeTerry. Another great hashtag that I've seen a friend of mine use is math is magical. Math is everywhere. So that's an author. He's an author friend of mine, Jim West. His website is jimwestauthor.com, and he uses those two hashtags. Math is everywhere and math is magical. So everywhere that he goes, he has a t-shirt with that hashtag on the back of his t-shirt as a walking billboard everywhere that he goes. And people look at that, they see it, they get on their social media devices and they see, oh, math is everywhere. Oh, wow, look at all these posts that is on math is everywhere. Look at all these posts on math is magical. Wow. They will engage with that. So get your own hashtag, put it on the back of a shirt or somewhere and make it visible so that people will know that it's you and they can engage with you. Okay. Hashtags are really important. All right. Here's another great tip. All right. Look at your stats and analyze what is resonating with your audience and post more content that is resonating. Okay. In addition, don't hesitate to ask your audience for ideas and post what they want while mentioning them. So I'm going to start a series here pretty soon, and it's going to be the Leadership Is series, in which I talk about a word. In that video, I'm going to talk about a word, what that word means to me in the form of leadership. All right. And then in that video, I'm going to ask people to provide me a word on what they would like me to talk about. What I will do is I'll talk about that word, mention you in the post, tag you in the post, and make sure that you're in the description, gaining visibility back to your channel. That's how I can help you with that. All right. So once again, don't hesitate to ask your audience what they want in the form of ideas. That way you post what they want. You know what I'm saying? Your audience wants to hear from you. Okay. But oftentimes you don't want to just get wrapped around just giving them what you want all the time. Sometimes you have to be able to ask and then provide what they want. All right. So I want to get into paid methods here shortly. All right, paid methods. There are because I got to wrap this up here very quickly. All right, I got somewhere that I have to go shortly, but I wanted to offer some really good value. All right, so, here's some things. Before we get into the paid methods, I want to make sure that I touch on some things not to do. All right, so here's some things not to do out there on social media before we get into the paid methods. Do not spam accounts. Do not leave an emoji, and that is it. Do not leave some random stupid comment using a third-party automatic posting app thinking you're going to gain visibility, because it's not going to work. It's going to make you look absolutely silly. And then make sure that you are not following and unfollowing a lot of accounts. Okay, the algorithms are going to pick that up, and they're going to stop you. They're going to stop your page. They're going to shut you down. Okay, so make sure that you're not doing a lot of that stuff right there, because you'll get your stuff shut down. All right, now paid advertisements. I've got two things I want to talk about in reference to paid advertisements. One of them is just straight out paid advertisements, and then one method that I hope you waited for, and it's something that not very many people are doing, but it's a tactic and technique that I discovered, and I hope that you will take what I'm about ready to give you and use that within your strategy. But you got to hold on for that one. I'm gonna hold that one off to the end. All right, so paid advertisements. That's another great way in which to get more followers and gain visibility out there on social media, is to do paid advertisements. All right, now myself, I have done paid advertisements on Facebook and Instagram. All right, I haven't done Twitter or YouTube or anything like that, but that's something I'm going to dive into. But I can share you my experiences on Facebook and Instagram. All right, so paid advertisements on Facebook. Here's one strategy that I used on paid advertisements, and it blew my Facebook through the roof. Okay, now of course I have millions of followers, but I got 7,000 followers on Facebook. Not a lot, but once again, I'm satisfied with that 7,000 followers. What I did was I basically took a background color. I made it yellow, solid yellow, and I put one line of text that says, "Do you want to be motivated?" That's it. That's all I put on there. And then in the text, I said, "If you want to get motivated, follow me, and there's more to follow, and there's more to come." That was it. I ended up paying $120 over the course of 3 days and got 7,000 followers in 3 days, just by doing a simple tactic just like that right there. All right. So remember, when you're running paid advertisements, especially on Facebook, there's a lot of things that they will charge you on. You got lots of text in there. You don't want to do that. Video is a great way in which to gain visibility. But the biggest thing that you need to keep in mind when you're running paid advertisements is to avoid the four most expensive places, and that's the US, Canada, the UK, so US, UK, Canada, and Australia. Those are the four most expensive places. So delete them from your paid advertisement up front. Okay? Gain visibility in all the other places first. And then after you get that engagement and that post becomes popular, then you want to come back in and then add the US, UK, Canada, and Australia once you lower your ad cost. Once you lower your ad cost, then you can go out there and get those more expensive countries. So hopefully that one helped you right there. And once again, you can do that on Instagram as well too. Paid advertisements on Instagram. And then I took them back to my website. And I did the same thing on Facebook. So you want to make sure that you're getting traffic back to the main location, which is your website. That's your house. All right. So here's the one you've been waiting on. Here's the tip that you've been waiting this entire video on right here. Okay. Post on sponsored ads. That's it. Post on sponsored ads. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why here shortly. So let me ask you this before I get into that one. How many times have you been scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or even Twitter and even YouTube, and you've seen these sponsored ads? Okay. Have you seen those sponsored ads? What do you do when you see those? 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you are scrolling past them. I guarantee you're just scrolling right on past you. Oh, another sponsored ad. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, another sponsored ad. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Do you do that? I used to, until I discovered that somebody else is paying for that. Why would you not want to gain visibility on a sponsored ad while somebody else is paying for that? Because if you comment valuable comments or feedback on that sponsored or paid ad, guess what? You're going everywhere that paid ad is going, paid for by somebody else. That's my number one tip for you. That is the number one tactic in which you can gain visibility out on social media right there. Okay? Comment on sponsored ads. That's free publicity to you, paid for by somebody else. So that's it. That's my number one tip. Okay. All right. So I gotta go here. Hey, how's everything going, Maxine? Yeah, thank you for joining me. All right. A little bit more housekeeping here. There you go. All right. In closing, because I have to go here. So if you're just now joining me, once again, please hit that thumbs up. Make sure you post a comment here. Let me know what you think. If you didn't have an opportunity to watch this in full, please make sure you watch this. I shared some really good techniques here on how to get more followers on social media. All right. So, but in closing, remember, social media is just that. It's social. Be social on social media. Don't just go there for the numbers, okay? And believe it or not, a lot of people are just on social media for the numbers, okay? They're out there just trying to grow, and I get it. Everybody wants to grow on social media. Everybody wants to get 1 million followers and monetize their YouTube channel and this. I get that. I'm in the same boat as you are. I want to do the same thing, but you got to do it the right way. You got to do it the right way, okay? All right. So in closing, remember, social media is just that. It's social. You want to make sure that you are consistent, make sure you're relevant, use hashtags, provide value, be courteous, share your journey. Don't forget to try new things, engage with influencers, and most importantly, have fun. All right, so I hope you learned something today. I hope you had a little bit of fun here with me today. Hopefully you learned some new techniques and some new strategies on growing your social media. If you did, please, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought. Let me know which one technique that you got from me that you didn't know and that helped you out the most. All right, so please share that with me. All right, and once again, if you want to engage further with me, please visit my website, terrythompson.me. So I'll put it here within the link. That way it's a lot easier for you to get to. Oops, not me. That is my website right there, terrythompson.me. And there you will find some more content from me. You will also find all of my social media links. Follow me. Go over and let me know that you watched me on YouTube. Leave me a comment. And what I will do is if I can, I can do it more on Facebook and probably Twitter, Instagram. I'm not so sure. But once again, I'll reach out to you. If you engage with me on my other social media platforms, I'll give you another copy of one of my books. But if you go to my website, I got 2 ways in which you can get free copies of my books. I have my book, How to Live Your Best Year Ever in 2019, for free. I have my audio book, Leadership Solved, absolutely for free. And all that I ask is that you provide an email address. I promise I won't spam you. All I'm doing is just providing more value, more content, and I'll give you all my books for free, okay? Because once again, I got other things that are coming, okay? Once again, terrythompson.me. Go over there, sign up, get 2 of my books for free. And if you follow me on social media, leave me a comment. Let me know, hey, I watched you on YouTube, and that's where I'm here from. And then I'll reach back out to you, and I will give you another copy of another book that's not for free on my website, just for engaging with me. All right. So once again, thanks for watching. I wish everybody nothing but the best and continued success. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week that's coming up. And keep winning, keep succeeding, keep doing the things that you're doing. And I will see everybody later.